What's going on, guys? It's Cow007 from Invigorate here. I'm going to be bringing you guys a brand new series today, a series I'm going to call a subclass in short time. And what I'm going to do by that is I'm going to explain the different specs and these subclasses. I'm going to go over them, explain what you guys should be running, and the best different builds you can build up with these set subclasses all in a short time. I've been noticing on YouTube a lot of people do videos like this where it's like, oh, here's the best way to run Nightstalker. But a lot of times they're like 8 or 9 minutes long. And that can take a long time. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to do it short, quick, precise, and to the point. So today we're going to be starting off with the new subclass for the Hunters, the Nightstalker. I figured I'd start with a new one since this is a brand new DLC pretty much, and we're just now getting into it. Alright, so starting off with the grenades, we have three. We have the Spike Grenade, the Void Wall Grenade, and the Vortex Grenade. So normally with these grenades, I'm going to give you guys the best choice for PvP, and then again with the best choice for PvE. So with the Nightstalker, it's actually kind of the same thing. You're definitely going to want to go with the Void Wall Grenade here. For both PvE and PvP, it's very good at zone control, which, let's remember, zone control is the original... That's what Nightstalker is supposed to be based off of. Area control, area denial, that kind of thing. That's what Nightstalker is for. For anybody that was a Defender Titan in year 1, you know this grenade is practically shit and doesn't really do much. The Void Wall is a pretty, it's pretty good. It goes from left to right when it hits the ground. The Vortex Grenade is alright. Some people prefer this. There are some people that actually live and die by this grenade, but that's okay. I still think that the Void Wall is the best one to go for here. For your jumps, obviously, you should go for triple jump. It gives kind of a mesh between better control and higher jump. This is for PvE, PvP, whatever you want. That's definitely what you're going to want to go with there. Alright, moving on to our super perk, we have Shadow Shot. Tether foes to a Void Anchor, slowing... You guys know what Shadow Shot does. Okay, so here's our three perks. We have Bloodbound, Black Hole, and Quiver. So this is a really interesting column, just because on first glance, you would think Black Hole is definitely the way to go because it tethers more and it tethers stuff longer. But actually, for PvE, I definitely think you guys should go with Bloodbound, and that's because tethered enemies explode when killed, and damage to tethered enemies is shared to all. Now, this is useful in a number of situations because you can tether a bunch of people, and it creates orbs really fast because you kill them all at the same time, and they explode, which is pretty badass. So that leads to some pretty awesome kills, pretty awesome Nightstalker rounds, and it actually goes really well with the slide of the pack over here, but we'll get into that in a minute. For PvP, however, I recommend you guys go with Quiver. It allows you to shoot 3 different arrows as long as you're pretty accurate with your bow and you know what's going on. That's pretty much 3 kills. Not to mention, when it says the Void Anchors have reduced range, it's really, it's reduced, but it's not really reduced by that much. You can still tether them and then hop around the corner and kill them. Alright, heading into our Smoke Bomb here. There's really 1 or 2 choices you can go with for PvE or PvP here. For PvP, I would definitely go with Envenomed just because it hurts enemies more. And this actually, the Smoke Bomb pairs really well with Keen Scout because then you have a little X on them and you can see where they're going. For Vanish and Smoke, obviously this is going to be your big PvE talent. Anything invisible related is always going to be really, really good for escaping situations and that kind of thing. Here's Snare. Snare can kind of pair well with using this lockdown perk and using Predator. That way the Void Anchor's fired and the stuff sticks around and waits for enemies. But for the Smoke Bomb, it really doesn't do that much damage, and therefore it's not that big of a deal. I would just stick with either Vanish and Smoke for PvE or Envenomed for PvP. Heading into these two here, I think one of the big points in the Nightstalker is that you got to make sure you're fast and nimble. So you definitely want to be running maximum agility. Personally, whether you want to go here or here is really up to you guys. I always prefer to have a little bit more recovery than armor, just because I know that I can run away faster and get back into cover. For these two, there is, like I said, that one build that you can run with Lockdown and this Snare perk over here and this Predator perk, but to be honest, it's really not that strong of a build. I would stick to the normal build, which is going to be either Light of the Pack or Courage of the Pack. This is if you're playing solo, because it gives you recovery and armor, and Light of the Pack, with any kind of teammate scenario, I would always run Light of the Pack, because it gives a lot more orbs for you and your allies. Way of the Drifter, I would almost, like I said, you got to max out agility, so I would almost always put this here. And then for the last perk, this is kind of a dilemma, but Keen Scout is 100% one of the best perks to ever been put into the game of Destiny. You sprint, you sneak faster, you get enhanced target tracker, you get the ability to mark targets you damage, not just mark them with like the old Fang of Ute highlighter. No, none of that shit. It's a mark, like literally an X on your screen that follows the person. And it's literally one of the most overpowered perks to have ever graced the game of Destiny, and you guys should 100% take advantage of it. Did I mention it helps you find chests when you're in patrols? Because it does that too. This perk does everything and more. Alright, well anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick little guide to Nightstalker. I'm going to bring you guys more guides for all of the subclasses here. Hopefully we'll get around to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is the brand new series of a guide to a subclass in 5 minutes, and I will see you guys later. Peace.